Our lives are made out of moments. The question really is, will you just let it pass by you, unnoticed, or will you let it wash over you and change you? Will you hold on to being the person you were and have always been, or will you become a new person from that moment onwards? Sometimes small moments in life leave a really deep impact on you. And in that fleeting moment, even a stranger can teach you lessons that you've been trying hard to learn. In fact, the lesson that I've been struggling to implement myself became so much clear from one interaction with a stranger, and it felt powerful. Like I could change things for myself and for others with a minor tweak in my behavior. You know how the wise man always says that our interactions are with humans and not machines. So when I found myself at a hospital with the nurse attending to me, she made me realize how easy it is for me to see people as human beings and not really machines. Probably spending most of my days behind a screen and constantly thinking in terms of code um, and software made me treat people the same way too. That if I run a command, they will return some output to me. But that's not how people operate. They function with a lot more complex emotions than my code. So you must be wondering how I reached the hospital and what exactly changed my perspective. This epiphany really happened over a funny, painful, and a memorable experience, which made the lesson sink in that much deeper. And I doubt that after I share, you will forget it too. So this one time I was going about my day as usual. Sometimes when I take a break, I go visit my friends and colleagues from the second floor. Um, Similarly today, similarly that day, one day, I was going upstairs to meet them. But unlike other days, I was warned by one of my friends about a troop of monkeys loitering in the area. And I had seen many monkeys around, so I wasn't much worried. But as a friend, I listened to him. Probably because it was raining and the weather was so good that I felt like visiting them a second time. But this time I took a different route. I took a different set of staircase, and I felt really good, bouncing about being an obedient friend. But this time, as I turned around the blind spot of the staircase that I know so well, one monkey just snapped at me and bit me on my hand. It jolted the life out of me, and I ran upstairs in a panic, trying to still gather what just happened. I asked everyone what else I should do next. I Googled. So I read on Google that I must get a tetanus shot as soon as possible. And especially rabies and rains would make a terrifying combination. So I picked up my scooty, plugged in the key, and raced it towards this doctor. And then something even worse happened. I was riding my scooty and suddenly I slipped. The scooty skidded towards the road, side of the road, and I went sliding downhill on the road like a kid on the slides in a water park. Only this was not fun at all. I terribly bruised myself. And so now I had two things to worry about: a monkey bite, and I could in fact feel the virus flowing in my blood. And the second thing was a broken hip. I was barely able to walk, but I had to make it to the doctor. I read it on Google that I had to get a tetanus shot as soon as possible. So I was trying to lift my scooty up, and somewhere, out of maybe somewhere from the sky, I heard somebody call out to me. I hope that was not God. So I hope that was yeah. But and I when I looked up to check, that was some person. He asked me to wait for a while, and that he offered to drive me to the hospital. He asked me to wait for a while where I stood, and I felt really really relieved. Um, but the person didn't show up. It was really strange that at first he offered to help me and then didn't show. That was really weird. My mind straight away drifted back to my pain. Only this time it was hurting even more. So I decided to make a move on my own and just reach the hospital as fast as I could. I could get there. So finally, when I dragged myself to the hospital, and here now you know why and how I reached the hospital. But what happened after was really something. I was attended by a nurse who changed things for me without even realizing it herself. She checked me out, she checked about me beyond her call of duties, inquired about me beyond how I got hurt. She didn't just treat me like a patient who needed prescription fixtures. And because of that, half of my anxiety about what will happen from the monkey bite or a broken hip were lost, were just dissipated from that moment. Just because somebody listened to me when I needed it the most. And I felt like this is it. All I have to do is acknowledge the other person's feelings, their being, seeing who they are and seeing them for who they are and where they might be coming from. And it made me understand about various other cultures also. Like this time when I saw Avatar, each time they met somebody, they said, "I see you," and I thought that's a funny way to greet somebody. I usually say hello. So I realized, okay, when they say "I see you," what they're really saying is, "I empathize with you. I hear you. You're not just a machine, or you're not, an object. You are a person." So the dots really connected for me. Um, it was nothing, but it was a very small moment. It was almost nothing, but this acknowledgement from that living being and in their presence, it made me feel, relieved. Um, yeah, and I feel that maybe I'm blowing this experience out of proportion, but maybe that's what it takes to learn and change your behavior. So now if a monkey hadn't bit me, if it hadn't rained, if I wasn't stood up by that person, I might have missed this moment of learning what it is to be a human and not treat others like machine. And sometimes some lessons have come our way the tough way. Thank you.